This is Dynamicrecov. Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. It's currently 7:34 in the morning. We got up nice and early for this. We're at the Earlwood Markets today, the farmers markets, the foodies markets, just down here at Gough Park. It's going to be... Huh? My first time public speaking. I'm nervous. Good morning, crew. How do you do? We're here in the lovely Gough Park for the Earlwood Foodies Market. We've set up our stall. We're ready to go. Come on. There's 250 in the sights. Almost there. Come on, 10 seconds. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. 275. It is. Now you can go eat all the food. You've burnt it all off. Michelle, love it, Michelle. Thank you for coming around. Go, Mum. Go, Mum. Almost there, actually. She's almost done, actually.
How are you finding the markets?
The markets are good. I think the one thing that was very lost after COVID was community stuff. So to be able to document and bring down our stall, kind of, I don't know, speak to the locals, see what they're up to. It's a good experience, I think. And not many people talk to each other these days, unless they're forced to. So this is a good opportunity for us to break out of our comfort zone a little bit, kind of teach people about what we do and who we are.
How are you wearing a jumper and a beanie? It's so hot.
I don't know. It is actually hot. My hair is like all over the place, so I need to wear the beanie, and I'm not wearing a Dynamicrecov shirt underneath, so I'm wearing a jumper.
Are you gonna win a prize?
See that form? They don't teach that anywhere else but Dynamicrecov. Successful day. It was really, really good. That's the stall behind us. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks at the markets, but we'll see you very, very soon.
What do you have to say for yourself? What do you have to say for clients like you just spoke to on the phone just then?
Get up early and come to the markets every 2 weeks.
Whoa!
That's what I have to say.
You actually get up earlier to go to the gym.
True. Good observation.
So we're down here at the FFM markets in Earlwood. Went down to La Patisserie, and now we're doing a little food review of the patisseries. What are they called again? Pastéis de nata.
Portuguese.
I know, I'm Portuguese and I just forgot what they were called. These are called pastéis de nata. For some reason they decided to spice things up and add some flavours to it. So what was the flavours we added?
I'm so excited. So they've got pistachio, they've got regular, and they've got raspberry.
Wow.
Well, cuz. Alright. Do you want to have a bite? Which one do you want to try first?
Pistachio.
You want to try pistachio? Okay. Put it here. Alright.
Look, usually when it comes to my cultural food, I've got to say, classic is always best. But this pistachio one is pretty good.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, it's actually pretty good.
Wow.
Look, I will be honest, it's not as good as the original, but if you haven't had the original before, you would still say this is a really
Wait
nice
a minute.
type.
It's the same concept as Krispy Kreme. The original's always the best. But when you add just another layer. Oh, this is pretty good.
That's nice. I love pistachios, so you know what? This one's a green tick. She told us that raspberry was her favourite.
Alright. There you go.
Which one should we leave for the missus?
Well, we don't tell them about this one. These are the special ones. Raspberry.
You know what? They don't even watch our vlogs anyway.
Exactly.
So they won't know that we've got flavoured pistachio nuts. But you can only get it at the markets, by the way. So. You know what? This has like peanut butter jelly.
I was about to say that.
Does your missus watch your vlogs? Or podcasts or anything like that?
No.
Check them out. They're in Petersham, the Portuguese hometown of Sydney. And they make Portuguese tarts and Portuguese donut. They do a little bit more than that. They're basically a cake and sweet shop. But yeah, if you want to try some Portuguese sweets, I'd check it out.
Come on, ask me a question.
Hey mate.
Yeah, mate.
How was that feeling? Lifting that heavy thing off the floor and bringing it up to your back?
I can lift it with one hand, mate. That's how big I am. You ready? Watch this. See that? Textbook quality.
Like, can you teach me to do this?
Nah. Money talks. 30 cash, 1, 2, 3.
Another market adventure done and dusted. How did you feel today's one?
Today's one was good. I think we're starting to gain a little bit more confidence. It's very nerve-wracking talking to random people, even though that's what we do every single day. But I think the nerve-wracking part of it is having a stall and, you know, having people approach you with questions, and I don't know, it's interesting. We're learning a lot about ourselves. We're learning a lot about our business, what it needs, what we need to do with the next markets. It's a new adventure for us. So
I'd say it's pretty good because, you know, we're going to a foodies market with no food, and we're seen by people that go to foodies markets as the health freaks that look down on them for getting Krispy Kreme donuts or little sweets that you usually see at foodies markets. So they're kind of coming up to our stall and they're trying to hide their little sweets away, and we're sitting there like, bro, you know we eat that too. we bought 6 pistachio nata from La Patisserie, which was there at the markets today, and we smashed them all in 5 minutes. So that was a feat. They were pretty nice, but
it's called balance.
yeah. So we're all about balance here. Like, we train hard. Look, don't get me wrong, we both do train hard, but we enjoy ourselves. We like to have our sweets. We like to have our beers on the weekends. Well, he doesn't like beer, but I love my beers on the weekends. And, you know, I feel like that is the key to life. What do you think?
The one thing that we always promote is to is to have balance in your life. If you don't have balance, then you're either an athlete or you're not doing anything at all, and you're stationary at a desk or on your couch. So, you know, we are getting people in the mindset of you can do both. You just have to find the perfect balance.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Now, there are periods of time where you might have a specific goal. You know, you had a specific goal. I've had a few specific goals in, you know, the many years I've picked up training and fallen in love with it. And in those periods, and I'll tell you right now, they're short periods and not long periods, there's this thing called you lock in. So what that means is you start to give away, like you start to really focus in on the key habits that you know are going to get you to your goal faster or more efficiently. But it doesn't mean you have to live the rest of your life like that. For example, for 5 weeks, I had to lose 7 kilos. No, 6. I had to lose 7 kilos in 6 weeks, so I could make weight for a powerlifting competition, whilst also hitting a 500 kilo total. So obviously I had to make sure that I was eating right. I was tracking every single calorie that I was getting in. I was training very consistently and trying to make sure that I was keeping my numbers as high as I could. And I was keeping my activity levels high. So I was kind of relying on activity being the sole thing that was helping me lose weight than by just starving myself. Right, and instead of going in this big tangent of explaining all this kind of shit as I am right now, I am waffling. I'm waffling, but I need to explain to them that there's periods of time where you do need to lock in. If you've been unbalanced for a very long time, just lock in for a short period of time. Get down to your goal, and then you can start creating balance.
I think the lock-in is a hoax. I think the lock-in is a tool. I'll explain why. The lock-in period for you is to make sure that you lock down all those habits, the training, the eating, lock them in. So it's a locked-in period of time. But in that locked-in period of time, you should be also focusing on the long-term effects of what that lock-in period was for you, and take as much as you can away from it, because from experience of locking in, myself and obviously Brendan as well, locking in for a goal or setting yourself the target of doing a powerlifting comp or a bodybuilding comp, it doesn't matter what it is, but just for that period of time that you're locking in, it teaches you a lot about yourself, your willpower, and what you can actually achieve when you put your mind to something. Now that's the power of what locking in can do for you, and it can also long term give you the right tools and the right habits necessary to create that balance in your life, if that makes sense. I'm not dissing that the lock-in period isn't a thing. It is a thing, but maybe try and look at it as a tool for you to create the balance in your life that you've always wanted or needed.
Yes, that is very true, because okay, I feel like we are over-explaining this whole concept, but
We're trying to make it relatable for the regular person that's watching.
But it's true. Like, yes, they should be locking in. You should be starting to create some better habits, but it shouldn't only be for a certain period of time.
No.
Like, yes, you can go hard for a certain period of time, but you got to think about what happens after that period. Once you've hit your goal, so let's say you've got, I want to lose 5 kilos by July 2nd. Let's say that was your specific goal. Once you hit July 2nd, are you going to go back to how you were prior to starting that goal?
Or you're going to take the tools away from that experience and be like, okay, now that was extreme to obviously get my goal, but can I tweak it to make myself feel more comfortable doing that more long term?
Exactly. So, without further ado, today was a good day at the markets. We had some good conversations about exactly what we're saying right now, and I feel like we helped a few people. I'd hope we helped a few people with the things that we said, the things that we taught. But yeah, I guess until next time, Earlwood Markets. Thank you. Is this another up after down?
So that was our first market experience for the past fortnight, and it's new to us. It's different. We haven't done this type of content before, in terms of, well, we've done vlogging in the past, but like being more out there with the marketing and stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for that side of stuff. Why are you in it? Is that the question you're asking? Is that the reason why you're curling your biceps? Because you're huge now? Yeah? Tell the people why you're doing that.
This guy's going to get me set up for stage.
Yeah, this guy's going to get me set up for stage. That's what I'm going to do. Set him up for stage. Isn't that right, Seb?
Look, it's there. That's the app.
Anyway, this is a new venture for us, pushing ourselves outside our comfort zone. We hope you can like, follow, and subscribe. But for now, we'll see you tomorrow for our podcast. Huh? What are they subscribing to? The video that they're watching, you melon. Bloody hell.